how many copies to make, and I don't want to run a lot and then not end up using them. So, but again, I don't want to discourage you. Last minute sign-ups or last minute show up. Great, we'd rather have you than not on that particular day. So what we'll be doing that day, we're going to be converting those assessments, but we need you guys to bring your own stuff. Because honestly, I don't have enough time in the day to make examples for every single content area in here. Neither do you want me to in some cases. So we're going to ask you to please, when you come that day, bring your own assessments, because the principles we're going to talk about are going to apply to all content areas, regardless of what you teach. You should be able to use it. So we want you to bring your own sample so that you can move it around and adjust it, and we're going to give you the tips and tricks for how to make it work for you. Hopefully, by the end of this, your assessments are set up in such a way that you are able to actually glean the data that you need in order to intervene later on, because that's really what proficiency is about. I wanted to show you one more thing. Yep. Oh, sorry. Yeah, 2:30 to 4.
Just so you know, the QR code lets you edit the form. It's not.
Oh, it's not the one? Great. Now they all know. Okay, so here we go. We'll fix that when I get back. Look for the email. That'll contain the proper code and all that. Okay, another thing. Anything that we share with you here in terms of proficiency, what's coming, we're going to try to maintain the coaching website. And I'm calling it a coaching website, but the way you get to it is through our staff info page. So this is the Granger page. It changed. So this is what it looks like. And then if you go to staff info, click on that. It's going to ask you for a password. For the last 2 weeks, it wasn't working. So far, it has been working, but it is Lancer Pride. There is a space, no caps. Please write that down. We're hoping that to use that site to put information that maybe are like quick links that you need. So if you have any ideas of files that you would like to have quick access to, let us know. Michael and I are trying to add more. Because right now when you log in, the only thing you will see is the link to our coaching website. But if there are other files that you feel like would help to be here, like the WIDA definitions and indicators, we're going to put it in here. So it's a quick link, and those resources would be there. But if you have other stuff that you would like to see, we can add it to this page. Okay, when you go there, that's the link to our coaching site. When you get to the home page, go to monthly PD. And this is where you will find the new QR code, I will fix before I leave today, the time, dates, and whether it's paid or not, and all that information, and what the topic is going to be. So it'll be there from now on. After we present, all the resources and materials will be uploaded to this page, and this is where we'll be organized from now on. I think, where am I on time? If that's all. Oh, we have 15 minutes? We have 15 minutes? You want to go through the
Okay,
Good job.
Same setting, right on. Good job. Great. Yeah! You deserve it.
Okay, here's the thing. If I go through the activity, which I don't, it wouldn't be a true.
It would be an authentic assessment.
Although you really can do that day. But at the same time, how many people actually look at this stuff? That's my other concern. That's true.
Results the same.
So how often?
Right. Can't move.
At that time, no, this is, okay, there is a little, I did have a question of I'm sorry. What we're going to do on this particular day, sorry, let's go back to the slide. What we're doing on this particular day is looking at your actual test. So that's what we're asking you to bring. So bring a test that's, I don't know, something that you want to convert over. Because what we want you to do is practice. So it doesn't have anything to do with like the planning and the calendar that we've done in the past. It's more about what the assessments that you give your kids, and then what, and we'll be talking about how to convert that, so that we know what level it is, the kids know what level it is. It's a little different than what we did with, I can't think of how it is. Okay, so, and actually probably the best one of all the information.
Hey, while they're switching, if you have your ACT packet still, please bring it to me today. We want to ship this off tomorrow morning. Not these ones, the answer sheets. Do you have the answer sheets? Sorry, I hold this up. I'm sorry.
Okay, just to close up. One of the things, and I know we get busy with different things, and we sometimes don't go back and look at some of the PD, but I will tell you what our instructional coaches have put as far as tools to help you. If you just take a few minutes and go in there, there is not, I can bet anybody this, there is not another website in the whole entire state that has the resources that are so friendly for you to use that another school would have on their webpage. They're well, it's very well done, very, very well done. So thank you. Most schools, sometimes we have questions about PBG. We're going through that process. I get it. Thank you for trying. Thank you for understanding. Thank you for learning. We almost every day we're having some type of a conversation. If it's a grading issue, the challenges that come with that. But some of the information that you can use for authentic assessment, some of the information that you can use for skills in your classrooms, take a look at that. They put a lot of work into that. Okay, next week, next Tuesday is task force meetings. If you want to meet as a task force, remember there are stipends for that. Then that fourth Wednesday that they were talking about, that will be PD and support for PBG. Then I think that third one is we've got PLC leaders and so forth. So thank you for what you do. I appreciate, I sincerely appreciate the efforts that we're all making in the school to help our students. I sat and looked at today from so many different angles, and just things come at us. You know, they're coming at you. We have 32, well, what was the exact number? We have 31, I think we have 3130. That's 3130 students that we have. That's 130 more kids than we had last year. Next year, I think this year we lose a class of about 660 seniors. I think we're gaining a class of about 900 ninth graders. Our numbers continue to go up. Now, that says something. I was meeting with one of the assistant superintendents last week at one of the football games. He was there, Rick Anthony, and he used to be at the old Granger. And he said when we were there, I want to say he said we had like, I think he said like 1,600. I think he said 1,600. And he said, really, a building, granted they didn't have ninth graders, but do the math on it. He said 1,600, and now at the building we now have 3,200. We'll probably go higher than that. And I said to him, yes, it's the building. The building's a big part of it. Kids are staying, now we have ninth grade. But I'll tell you what it really is. It's the teachers that we have in our building. That's why these kids continue to come. Building's great, that's part of it. But if you had a nice building, after a few years, those kids will probably go back to wherever they were going before. We are not losing kids. That's an indication of what is happening in these classrooms. They know they're cared about. Our school, we've had one fight this year on campus, and it happened at the very end of the day. Two girls who didn't even know each other out by the flagpole, had nothing to, they didn't even know their names. One stood up for whatever the other one said to some other boy. That's the only fight we've had here on campus. So you're in the halls, you're interacting with these kids. These kids know that this is a safe place. That's why they're coming here. They also know you're a trusted adult who cares about them, and cares about them socially, academically, and emotionally. So thank you. Yes?
I'm sorry, I saw that, right? Let me tell you, it lasted maybe a minute. You went in and just literally picked up one girl and lifted the CBS I've seen fights that go a lot longer than that, so kudos to you guys for being.
They don't separate. You talk to them and say stop, and they've got a handful. Stop, let go. You pull, and the other person's coming right with them. Anyway, have a wonderful afternoon. Thank you.